this trail, you can see more fauna and flora because here you visit a true primeval forest. The guide will introduce visitors to some of the wonders of this special island, its animals, its plant life, and diverse habitats. One of the more interesting things you see are the very big and old trees with their roots developing above the ground on either side of the host tree. It is a rare chance to see such precious plants. Conservation of valuable plants is particularly cared by the park due to the challenges from people and natural disasters. According to statistics, there are 19 species of rare and precious trees. The precious genetic resources are considered as an invaluable asset of the nation and the world. A primary forest, this means an undisturbed forest. The forest is classified vertically into several layers. The overstory, this is made up of the canopy and the emergent trees. The canopy is the dense ceiling of the forest and is formed by branches and leaves of closely spaced trees. The main canopy in the valleys of Gat Ba consists of trees with heights of between 25 and 30 meters. The understory is characterized by a layer of smaller tree species and younger individual trees, each waiting for a gap to appear in the canopy, so as to be able to obtain the sunlight needed to grow larger. On Gat Ba, the height of the understory is on average 10 meters. The shrub layer is characterized by bushy species and juvenile trees that grow only 1.5 to 6 meters off the forest floor. The forest floor is the ground layer of the forest and is made up of the fallen trunks of trees, fungi, mosses, ferns, and low-growing vegetation. Especially, this story has so many medicinal plants. Along the way, sometimes you will be surprised to see a huge flock of caterpillars on the trunk or a green snake on the leaves along the trail. After a long walking through dense canopy, you will arrive at Frog Pond, a 3.2-hectare freshwater pond surrounded by a chain of mountains. Here, a riparian forest of willows, or Salic tetraspema, grows tall in the lake. This unique forest cannot be found anywhere in the north of Vietnam. These trees have special roots that grow above water to breathe. The roots also provide extra structural support and third stability for the tree in the muddy area. The big trees around the pond create beautiful places for visitors to take a rest in the shade after a hard trek. There are a lot of frogs in the area, hence the name Frog Pond. According to the scientists, there are 25 species of amphibians on Gat Ba. After finishing the trip, despite how hot the trek was, you will see the real Gat Ba forest and discovered a lot of interesting things. The tropical forest of Gat Ba Island is a lively place for wildlife. There are many caterpillars that, after a period, grow up and become a nice butterflies. Some of these are both rare and beautiful and were raised by scientists for research and tourism. Toward the end of the trek is the distance. You will see a small, peaceful village. After going down to foot of mountain, you will arrive in Viet Hai village. This quiet village hides deeply in the surrounding chain mountains on Gat Ba Island. It is isolated from mainland and is very characteristic of the northern Vietnamese village with old-style houses and familiar rice paddies. Holiday visitors can get here by two ways, either from the park headquarters, hiking to Frog Pond, then Viet Hai, 9 kilometers, or going by boat through Lan Ha Bay, then walking or cycling 5 kilometers from Viet Hai Key. The temperature here is cooler than the rest of the island, and it is also an interesting to visit around by bicycle to see the trees growing on limestone. From Lan Ha Bay, you can go to Gat Dứa or Nam Gat Islands by tourist boat or canoe. The trip takes about 15 minutes. There are beautiful beaches with white sand and clear blue water on these islands. The bungalows on this island are made of bamboo wood and roofed with palm fronds. The material used here is natural in origin. For those who love to have a quiet place to relax at the beach and enjoy the blue space of sea and green of tree, this is heaven. Nam Kat Island remains unspoiled with natural scenery. You will have the chance to deeply live on the natural landscapes, the sound of sea wind, singing birds, the early morning in here. Tourism services here are combined of resort, sightseeing, entertainment. This is a pilot model of integrating ecotourism with environmental resources protection. The Nines Beach at Nam Kat is a lovely place to enjoy the cool wind and watch the tiny fish swimming inside the reef. If you are a fan of discovery and adventure, try a tour by kayak. This is an excellent way to experience Lan Ha Bay. On the beautiful sunny days, when the tide is going out, you can see many sparkling starfish revealed on the sand. Kat Ba Sea is a place that provides a rich source of seafood for fresh meals. Snout otter clam is valuable and rare mollusk, high in nutritional value and with a special taste. It is used in dishes such as roast, salads, and porridge. In Kat Ba Islands, we not only enjoy seafood delicacies, but also appreciate barbecue chicken with Kat Ba honey. When the weather is a bit chilly, local woods are used to grill a local specialty, Liên Minh chicken. Honey is painted on the chicken skin to create juicy scent and color it an attractive yellow. Biodiversity. The variety of natural resources attracts visitors who can see many interesting things. Mangroves are precious resources on Kat Ba Island. This area has the largest mangrove area within Hai Phong, and it is within the park's ecological recovery zone near Long Kamin. Thiên Long Cave was discovered in a mountain surrounded by mangrove here in 1977 by local people while they are working at an aquaculture lagoon. The cave has been protected and used for community-based ecotourism, allowing for a tour combining the cave, aquaculture lagoons, and mangrove forest. In addition to valuable biodiversity, Kat Ba Archipelago possesses significant cultural and historical value as well. Cái Bèo relic and others archaeological sites presents that the residents of the island inhabited the coast and also exploited forest food over 6,000 years ago. This precious heritage is protected in the buffer zone of the national park. Kat Ba Lengo was chosen as the symbol of Kat Ba Biosphere Reserve and as the label for quality of local brands to encourage and support sustainable, non-polluting economic models of the community. It is meaningful and shows the interaction between the natural ecosystems and our lives. Material, moral, and cultural values are the basis of the park operations, and for Kat Ba Biosphere Reserve, it is along these guidelines that this area will develop in the future. Quốc Island dimly looms above waves. There are also a lot of other charming islands, including Long Châu, Hon Hai, Hon Bắn, and Voi Phục. Kat Ba Bay appears lively and thriving, a particularly interesting natural place with harmonious integration between forest and sea. It is and will continue to be a tourist attraction for both domestic and overseas visitors. However, the future of this area also depends on raising environmental awareness and enhancing the responsibility of the entire island and tourist community for a green lifestyle. Only this way we can maintain and grow green tourism at Kat Ba Archipelago Biosphere Reserve. Kat Ba National Park is particularly important to the Biosphere Reserve because of its natural resource value. Cát Bà Archipelago Biosphere Reserve was recognized by the UNESCO for its significant biodiversity, ecological, geology, unique landscape, and cultural historical values. This will promote solutions to reconcile between biodiversity conservation and sustainable development.
Xuân đã đến trong muôn sắc hoa, biển trời trong xanh chan hòa ánh nắng.
thuyền anh căng gió tung bay tóc em, ngập tràn niềm vui trong nắng mai hồng.
Bạn ơi hãy đến quê tôi Cát Bà, biển trời bao la chan hòa ánh nắng.
Rừng nguyên sinh với muôn hoa ngát hương, người dân quê tôi chan chứa nghĩa tình.